Hey guys, welcome to the HealthTrust Software Offline Point of Care Training, and we are going to jump right in. So, once you log into the online version of the software at healthtrustglobal.com, you'll be presented with your dashboard. But obviously, we want to use the offline portion. So, in order to do that, you do need to be on a Windows-based device. So, whether that is a Windows tablet or a Windows laptop, you do need to be on a Windows-based device to use the offline version. So once you log in, you'll go to Help, to Support, Downloads, click on Point of Care. It'll bring up a download screen from File Factory, and you'll just click on Start Download. It'll take it a couple of minutes to download, and then just kind of walk through the steps, actually creating it on your computer. Whenever that happens, you'll actually get a little icon on your desktop. You'll double click on it, and then it will bring up your login page. So the very first time you do that, you will have to register it, which means you will need to be connected to the internet so that it can confirm your credentials. But you'll put your username in and your password, click on login, and it's very, very simple. It just gives you three options here. Schedule will bring up your schedule of visits. Other options will give you the option to create messages or send messages back to the office, even create an event or a physician's order. So here, if we had something going on with a communication note or discharge summary. And then sync is what we'll actually, when you click that, it'll connect to the internet and make sure that it downloads any information from the office, so new visits or messages, and then it uploads all of your visit answers back to the office as well. And usually that takes about 30 seconds. We recommend that you get in the habit of syncing every morning and every evening. A lot of our therapists will also do it around lunchtime as they go through McDonald's or Starbucks, and while they're waiting in line, they'll open up the laptop and hit sync, and that way everybody just has the most up-to-date information. But we click on schedule. From this screen forward, it looks exactly like it does in the online portion. So if we go back to the actual website, we can see it is verbatim exactly the same, one to the other. Everything we click on looks exactly the same. We can start our visit. We have access to the patient's medical record. We have all their information that's needed. We click on Start Visit. Everything flows the same from here as well. You do have the patient's entire medical record here available offline. Everything just flows the same. A couple of key points to remember is that you can come in here and change the date and time of when you start and end a visit. So if you're documenting, later that night, or you just need to go back and you forgot, I forgot to put the start date and time in, you can just come and select the date and then actually change the time as well if need be. Also, a couple things to point out. Every visit, just about every question has this little orange question mark, and that will, if you click that, that'll bring up the previous answers for that question for that patient, so regardless of discipline. And that way you can kind of see what else is going on. If that's a question you answer pretty routinely, especially like on evals and re-evals with the health history and background information, it's really nice to kind of go ahead and have that there available where you can just go in and edit what you need. A couple other things to point out: you do have quick jump to categories, so you can just jump around if you need to. Under the additional documents page, you do have your incident report where you can quickly create an incident report. So if anything out of the ordinary happens in the home, we do ask that you complete one of these as quickly as possible. If you want this sent to the physician, please check that box. And then you have your different types. And so no matter what that is, we need to be aware of those. So please, please, please complete those as quickly as possible. And then you'll just sign those there as well electronically. A couple other things you have on your patient signature. A lot of times you'll have this big box, depending on what kind of a tablet or laptop you're using. If that box isn't available to get the patient's electronic signature, you do have this alternate signature option here that can be used. What we do ask is, regardless of which one of these you use, you do have to use one of them in order for the visit to pass our quality team, our quality control team. But you also need to put in the caregiver's name and their title. So if if this is mom, don't just write mom, actually write the mom's name and then mom, -mom. So Sally Jones, mom. If that's a nurse, whoever that is, we do need that information there. And then you do have your electronic signature as well for you as the therapist, with your end date and time. You also have the alternate signature option. You go to turn the visit in, hit the green check mark. It'll go through a list of warnings and errors. Errors mean that you cannot turn the visit in until those are complete. So if you have an error, you can actually click on the error and it'll take you to the page that you need to do. And let's say you're going to complete this later, just hit the red X and that'll save and close the visit for another time. Again, this is the offline version. Everything from the schedule page forward is identical to what it looks like online. It does have to be on a Windows-based device. You can use it entirely offline. And so we do recommend you do that because maybe the patient's Wi-Fi is not out or you're in a very rural area. But if you have any questions at all about this, please let our office know. Give us a call. We're happy to walk you through it. And as always, on our website, on our employee resources page, there are some actual detailed walkthroughs on how to do these visits, how to download point of care. There's FAQs and all kind of great stuff that we encourage you to go check out. But if you have any questions, let us know. Thank you.